You know, this is a difficult subject, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Westbrook is a serious brother. He's real and authentic in every way, and I have nothing but the utmost profound respect for him as a man. I truly mean that. And, with a lot of people, I can joke around, but not when it comes to Westbrook, because that ain't his style. You don't joke when it comes to him, and I respect that. So I'm going to be as real and as authentic as I possibly can be. Westbrook's numbers last night mean absolutely nothing to me because even though that's great numbers, that's what Westbrook can do. We all know this. He's a former league MVP. He's the most athletic point guard we have ever seen in NBA history. He's been, I believe it was 4 conference finals in his career. We know this, but here's the reality of the situation. Russell Westbrook, when we look at his game, it's the same stuff every year. Might get a little bigger, strong, athletic, can take it to the basket. Still hasn't got that shot going, that three-point shot. You in the same conference as Steph Curry for years. You struggling from three-point range. You going up against Dame Time. The three-point shot ain't there. Kevin Durant departs. You don't make it out of the first round until you get to Houston last year. Last year in Houston, he was an MVP candidate, averaging 27, 7, and 7, okay? But in the playoffs, they obviously folded because they were going up against the Lakers and they were just overmatched. We understand that. You want out. So what do? You end up going to Washington. Now, I understand that I get to look at coaching because Scott Brooks should have some explaining to do to have the absolute worst defense in basketball. Any coach that has the worst defense in basketball should have some explaining to do. They are ranked 30th in the league in points allowed. But Bradley Beal and you are in the backcourt together, and y'all are 17 and 28 in the Eastern Conference. And you're Russell Westbrook, and I want to remind everybody who the teammates have been. Kevin Durant. Now, Russell Westbrook's getting paid over $200 million. And damn it, the fervor he brings to the game, I understand him getting that money. But in terms of results, Kevin Durant was your teammate. Harden was your teammate not once but twice. Reggie Jackson was your teammate. Serge Ibaka was your teammate. Victor Oladipo was your teammate. Paul George was your teammate. Bradley Beal is your teammate. I mean, damn. You've played with some great, great players over the years, some talent, and not a single title to show for it. So to me, if I'm going to look at everybody else, whether it's LeBron and Kyrie and Steph and everybody else, I got to look at that too. The numbers are the numbers. That's Russell Westbrook. He could do that to anybody. But I'm at a point in time in his career where it's like, it ain't about that no more. It's about whether or not you can get to another level to win the chip. Swim at.
I don't disagree with anything you just said. I think you made a lot of good points. But as you might say, I don't think you get to make those points.
Okay.
Because what do you religiously complain about? Guys taking nights off.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Regular season. Blake Griffin didn't dunk till he got to Brooklyn. Now, first thing we see a dunk on the highlights, right? Russell Westbrook.
Never cheats us.
Russell Westbrook's in a losing situation. Now, you're right. You and Bradley Beal are in the same backcourt. Figure it out in the East. You should have a 500 record at least. Yeah. But you think he lets that losing situation affect the way he plays? No. Affect, you said, the fervor he brings to the game? Mm-hmm. You know what it reminds me of? Because he ain't the same dude physically as he was 5 years ago. Of course not. He's 32 years old. He's not as fast as he was just because he's still fast.
Real fast.
But he ain't what he was.
Because he got bigger.
There is a Dylan Thomas poem, Stephen A. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. That's Russell Westbrook. He ain't going gentle into anywhere. He's going to rage until the day they rip the uniform off of him. And I'm someone who will tell you, you're like, oh, Max, you don't care about the regular season. That's right, and I don't apologize. Because more than 50% of the teams now make the playoffs. Like the season ends, the 9 and 10 and the 7 and 8 are playing in a play-in tournament. Guess what? If the season's over and you're still playing, that's the postseason. 10 out of 15 teams per conference, 20 out of 30 in the league. 2/3 of the league are playing after the season's over in the postseason. Guess what? I don't care about the regular season as much. So I hear what you're saying, but Russell Westbrook does. Russell Westbrook, every time he steps on the court, gives you 100% effort. Whether he's on a winning team or a losing team, whether they're going somewhere or not. That man just put up a triple-double with 30 points and 20 assists? No. Other people can make the point you just made about Russell Westbrook. I don't think you can.
I can.
You complain about this all the time.
Because it's a different argument when it comes to Russell Westbrook. It doesn't dilute what I've said about other players around the league. What I'm trying to tell you is that Russell Westbrook has teased and spoiled us with his greatness. He's a phenomenal, phenomenal athlete. But you have to pay attention to the competition that you're going against. And at some point in time, it can't be about your stubbornness and your dogged approach to doing what you do. It has to be you paying attention to what makes other people successful and then finding a way to emulate them. Max, you've lamented this. I got Russell Westbrook's numbers right in front of me. Since 2014, since the 2013-2014 season, since then, Russell Westbrook has shot 29, 29, 34, 29, 29, 25, and now he's at 31% from three-point range.
You can't shoot.
Ultimately, but what I'm trying to say is that, look, man, what else are you doing? You understand what I'm saying? You make enough money.
He just did a triple-double with 30 points, 20 assists.
Work on your shot. I'm telling you right now, Russell Westbrook can do that against anybody in the regular season. He'll put up numbers, but at the end of the day, when there's an elevated level of standard his greatness demands. I want to be talking about Russell Westbrook as a champion. I'm rooting for him to win the championship. I don't root against guys like that. He's real, and he gives you all he's got, and he's coming at you all night long.
Year.
I just want that.
Houston last year.
Well, he had COVID. He came down with COVID.
But I'm saying he played a team game. Russell Westbrook, who's always
selfish,
he'll play a team game.
But I'm not calling him selfish. I'm saying that I need more production.
You want him to shoot.
I need more production from him.
If Russell Westbrook could shoot from the outside, he'd be the best player who ever lived.
Russell Westbrook has graduated from the point where we talk about his numbers. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.